Busy craft work. A distant flicker, a roaring flame, or cold embers. We all have a fire within. All of this was part of our domain before the ravenous greed consumed our halls. Fire roars, a fierce and treacherous beast. than a short...
Here.
My tribe, we come to life fully grown. Very few among us discover how to
I have everything you need right here. For the cause.
Barely better than junk. The smell reminds me of my youth as a rockland. With entropy. You are indeed a dragon. My entire race was brought to life and... What's that? I have a... And fire mean nothing to me! I'll break... Busy craft work. Forget.
Nothing comes for free, wizard.
Lazy craft work.
Are you, we're
This ritual smells like trouble, but for whom? There is power hidden in the whispers of the dead. A distant flicker, a roaring flame, or cold embers. We all have a fire within. Stones whisper love. Silver veins glow, waiting. flicker, a roaring flame, or cold ember. We all have a fire within. One of the best things in life to do here. Bullet! You were a tough one. Good bag.
I remember, you know, with it. Praise the bless.
Look!
Dear.
A ritual of violence.
I have
I
everything
like this
you
one.
need right here. For the cause.
Let's liberate some Molai. Lazy craft work. Hit! fire roars, a fierce and treacherous beast. I've always liked taking a break.
No!
Look, a traitor!
True champion.
Hello? Can you guys hear me? My mic wasn't on the whole time. You guys hear me now? Hopefully. I just need a yes/no. Let me answer all these questions. Trying to co-op later. Well, I'm kind of killing time. I'm meeting up with a friend in like 4.5 hours. Then I have to... I don't know if I'm going to be able to help my neighbor today because I have that prior arrangement. 20 years of making the games better? No, it's more like 5 years. Well, like 6 years, actually. Because the first credited thing I did was Assault Spy. Then after that was Street Spore, version 7. I didn't really do much on 8. I had access to it, I didn't do much. And then Jitsu Squad, and then this. So those are the main ones I'm credited for. I've had access to this since, like, May. I've had access to this game for a really long time. Like, we're talking months. The fact that I'm still playing it is a testament to its quality. Because there's obviously been so many shit beat-em-ups the past 2 years. The Karate Kid game, the Power Rangers game, G.I. Joe. It's nice to have
He built some
actual good beat-em-ups again after all these, you know, shovelware ones. Power Rangers wasn't quite shovelware. It's more just like they didn't understand how to make a good beat-em-up, and they also didn't actually watch the show, because a child could tell you that they don't all fight the same, but somehow they thought that that was a good idea. And of course that backfired, because everybody hated it, right? Everybody hated it. It's basically like gamer dads just playing it with their kids that aren't like super sweaty hated it, and then you know, sweat lords like me hated it too. That was really depressing, because you know, I'm a big Toku fan, so I want another good Toku game, but the last good one was basically Memory of Heroes. Shin Kamen Rider Rumble was okay, but suffered from being a movie tie-in game. It's decent enough. They don't know how to make a beat 'em up, because that game was not it, man. They said that they wanted it to be quick, you know, pick up and play. That's why they made everyone the same. I'm like, dude, that's a complete misunderstanding of the source material. Why do you think kids had favorite Rangers as a kid? Because they liked the fighting style. They were different. And then the game, it doesn't let you do that at all. They're all exactly the same. They have like one different animation, pretty much. Yes, it's 2 now with their update, but it's just not enough. Jitsu Squad is just publisher bullshit, and then also Exa Arcadia, because Exa Arcadia is keeping button games alive, but in arcades, but you know, the distribution is nowhere near as high as the Neo Geo. And then also, it's pretty much all just indie games like this, right? They don't really have major games that you would go rush to the arcade to play. Also, the lineup is a little bit like the Neo Geo as well, where the types of games they have is very lopsided. Let me turn it down a little bit. They have a lot of fighting games, but they're all like very indie. You know, it's not like Marvel when Marvel 2 came out in the arcade, right? You did everything in your power to get to the arcade. They're not that quality. It's mostly like indie fighting games that like failed on mainstream platforms, and a bunch of shmups. And the shmups are probably the biggest draw to having an Exa, or having access to one at least. But
it's always a pleasure to see your glistening.
If you're not into shmups, they have very little offer. That's kind of the problem. It's too front-loaded with just one type of game, which was exactly the problem with the Neo Geo. The Neo Geo was almost exclusively fighting games. There were a couple good shmups and like only like 3 beat-em-ups, like one of which that's actually worth playing. Well, I wish, but I have like $30 to my name right now. Many CEOs have been secretly watching for 20 years. CEO of a napkin company or something want to come in here and help me so I don't starve. take shit, man. Because I don't do drama videos, and I don't waste people's time. I make content about things I actually like. That's not what this site wants. I'll talk about which content creator slash their best friend's tires or whatever. That's what you gotta do to be successful on YouTube. Definitely not what I'm doing. Don't do what I'm doing if you want to make money. Not the way to go. Talk about how much better Wuthering Waves is than Genshin Impact. Make a bunch of hit pieces like that. That's how you make money on here. Definitely not what I'm doing. Although somebody just dreamed themselves giving birth on Twitch, so maybe I just need to be pregnant. I need to get a cheat engine for my anatomy and give birth. Give birth as a man on YouTube. That would be my big break. Because people are so content oriented, they think having a home birth on Twitch is a good idea. I haven't stooped that low, man. News sites will write about that. They won't write about me doing this for 20 years. The person who is stupid enough to give birth on Twitch, give them attention. They already are too thirsty for attention if you think that having a home birth on Twitch with like 100,000 people watching is a good idea.
Time's up, kid.
But probably made a lot of money off that. Hey, I got no money, so must be doing something right. Let me put my donation link. There we go. Apparently the Twitch CEO was watching that woman give birth. I'm like, dude, if a small streamer did that, they would ban them in a heartbeat. I know that they would. That's what bothers me about it. He's making the money, so clearly he's happy about that. Never mind, you shouldn't be encouraging people to do something stupid like that.
Enough! Next. Time for a lesson.
Getting filtered by these summits. Yeah, freeze them all.
I will let...
Alright, I'll do one more after this. You guys want to see Galandra or Cider? I'll do one more run after this and probably switch games. Because I've put like a good 20 hours into this in the past couple days getting ready for the launch. I do Galandra or Cider? Yeah, I know. Hold on. You guys want Galandra or Cider?
Let's...
Cider? Alright. Hold on. Everybody wants Cider, huh? 'Cause you know that's the kind of character that I play. Give me a sec here. I'll do another one.
Shiny.
Flying lightning drill!
The frog guy? Nah, not my jam.
Gale bows to none, nor do I.
I played with the frog the least. Pretty common knowledge what kind of characters I play. I usually play the fastest character, or like the martial artist, or the ninja. Whichever one is like the fastest is usually what I go for. But what's nice about this game is everybody is fast. You know, Carl is actually not slow at all. He's like the Hager archetype with the, you know, grab focus and everything, but you know, he can get across the screen quick. Not a slow character at all. Slow characters are usually ass in beat-em-ups, so it's actually pretty cool. There's more bad slow characters in beat-em-ups than good ones. Max is like an anomaly. I don't think that was intentional at all. That would be like actually the best character. Something that just happened. That game came out like 30 plus years ago. Most slow characters in these games are awful. Secret top tier, I just don't like using it.
I told you not to mess with me.
Give me the air dash, please. Where's the air dash? I'll take Arm Rotor. Arm Rotor is also like best in slot. Arm Rotor, air dash, and Arcana Mastery are best in slot
when my city is
on this
built on
character.
sand.
Arm Rotor, because it procs anything that's on your attack, like, pretty much every time. So if you get a lot of proc-based build stuffs. I mean, you're pretty much always going to have it on. You can delete the whole screen.
Rising drill!
What's up, man? Thank you.
Rising drill!
The Thorn rituals are busted if you get the ones that spawn the daggers. They are, secret top tier. Water is not great. Water has a couple good ones. For this character, water is like probably last place for what you should prioritize, but it is still good. Especially if you get the one that gives you mana when you launch an enemy. That pretty much gives you just infinite mana. The tidal wave dash is pretty good too, mostly just because it instantly puts things in hit stun, and it also still works when you're air dashing. So while you're air dashing, you're putting everybody in hit stun and stopping them from attacking. It's pretty good. Rest of Water. Rest of Water's not that great in my opinion. Every character is busted in this game. Brome was like the most brain-dead character in the beta. Like by far
Take the heat!
the most brain-dead character because you could basically just flash. He has that move where he does that like Psycho Crusher with his staff. That had like crazy clash frames in the beta, so you could basically just stand in front of bosses. You could stand in front of bosses and just completely invalidate them. They got nerfed though. Cider was quite a bit worse when they gave us access as well. I mean, speedy characters are always popular in video games in general. My preference for what kinds of characters I play in video games is actually quite common. Why do you think Cherry was so popular in Streets of Rage 4 at launch, and nobody wanted to play Axel because he was like an obese smoker? He had like the speed and responsiveness of an obese smoker when that game came out, and people weren't vibing with that at all.
Nor do I.
Everybody was using Cherry and Adam, pretty much. Doesn't mean that the character's overpowered. The rituals let anybody be overpowered in this game. You just have to build properly. Oh, you're gonna be a jerk, huh? Axel, no one wanted to play Axel at launch. No one wanted to play Axel. He was the least popular character by a huge margin. Because they made him, you know, move like an obese smoker. He was not at all responsive to play. Everybody was playing Cherry and Adam.
Nothing comes for free, wizard.
Mine.
I don't think so. Still no air dash. This is kind of a shit run. Whoa! Thank you for the mega donation. Wow, thank you. I'm not gonna say you didn't have to, because I definitely need it. But thank you. It's good to know people appreciate clickbait and drama-free content, because what I'm doing is not what you do to make money on here. Or get popular. Couldn't be farther from the worst idea not doing clickbait and shit. I really appreciate that, thank you.
Someone in your own league next
That
time.
means more than the money. The fact that people still want to see content like this instead of watching beefs between content creators and people giving birth on Twitch. People just want to see the game. They want to see it played slightly above average and not have their time wasted. That means a lot to me, thank you. Validates what I'm doing instead of selling out. Thank you. See, what's that question? Would you like to see added in the future? Mostly just more stuff. More rituals. More moves, I think would help. Definitely more trinkets. Luckily, those are a lot easier to add than a new character. The art quality in this is quite a bit better than Street Sport. Mostly just because most of the animation for Street Sport was done by like one person. He did all the art for Shinobi most recently. But they had like a whole art team on this. It looks very clean. I'd say this and Wendigo Blue are probably like the best looking beat-em-ups to come out in the past couple years. Wendigo Blue is way less mainstream than this, but that game is a very clean pixel art style. Very nice to look at, and you can tell what the characters are doing, which is obviously really important in a game like this. Cosmic Invasion, I didn't really like the demo that much. Casual, no damage. I didn't like the demo that much. I'm also not involved with that game. And no, I'm not lying to you. People might be a little bit skeptical when I say I'm not involved in a game, because I had so many people asking me about this. When are you going to play the demo? Do you like the demo? What are your thoughts on the game? And I could not say anything because I signed NDAs telling me to, not talk about it. But I have no involvement with Cosmic Invasion. If I did, I would have given them a laundry list of feedback.
I have tools for
Because,
you, assassin.
the tag system is nice, but the bosses are just trash. It's the typical,
Mine.
Are you, get
typical bad
it? We're what?
bad boss design where they give you like combos and stuff, but you can't use any of it on the bosses, and everything dies in 3 hits. So
Best not to think too much
it's
about
like the
what
combo
looms above either.
combo system doesn't matter. In this game, it actually matters. This game is not combo stop as well. The enemies will hit you in the air in this game, which is what makes the combo system fun to use, because it actually matters. This game does not have what I call DMC reboot syndrome, where the biggest criticisms of that game, gameplay-wise, that wasn't from somebody that doesn't know what they want, was the fact that you went in the air in that game, you were like invincible. Like nothing could touch you. A decent chunk of the enemies, in this game will actively try to anti-air you. They will not let you stay in the air forever. So, combo system like actually matters. You definitely can't go on autopilot when you're in the air in this game.
Showtime!
The bosses in Cosmic Invasion are just walls of armor, like usual. Well, they had minute differences, but they weren't, they weren't like this game. They were basically, Musou game clone sets. They have, like, minute differences, but, not to the point that you want. It's definitely better than the Power Rangers game, though, because the Power Rangers game was nothing. The biggest difference was the Pink Ranger. You know, her Zord is flying, so it changed the gameplay, but in the beat-em-up part of the game, they're all like, exactly the same.
Let the wind chase us. I shall not.
Oh, the reboot wasn't anywhere near as bad as people said. A lot of people just hated the game because it
I
was
really don't like to be alone with my
not made in
thoughts.
Japan, which, I mean, isn't inherently a bad thing either. They're not wrong. Most Western-developed action games are really bad. People they aren't ready to admit that the DMC reboot is better than almost every Western-developed major-budget action game that we've gotten since. People don't want to admit that, but it's true. Blatantly obvious. There really hasn't been another, like,
It's relentless.
action game that at least tried to have good combat. I am not involved with that, no. I have to buy that like everybody else. No other secret projects. The marketing of DMC reboot definitely didn't help things. It's kind of like the No Rest for the Wicked CEO. Just like should not be talking in a public space about a game that he's trying to sell. No Rest for the Wicked CEO was complaining about bad reviews and stuff, telling people to not leave bad reviews. They paid for it, their hard-earned money. You can't tell them to leave bad reviews. That's your right as a consumer. And that's a right you also don't have on like Battle.net or Riot. You don't have that right on Epic Games Store either. People should use it.
I suppose I should take a bite.
Are you gonna tell people to not leave bad reviews? I'm like, they paid for their hard-earned money. You have every right to leave a review. It's part of the reason why some games are Epic exclusive. I mean, it's mostly because of money, but the fact that they have no reviews on there, they can hide from things. You can't get like an easy opinion on an Epic Game Store game without like going on here. And of course, as I mentioned, that comes with a fair amount of risk of clickbait or somebody making a hit piece on something and they like don't actually understand that kind of game. People like to shit on Steam reviews, but they're net positive. You can get the opinion of a normal person that's not paid to play the game. Has played a number of that type of game in the past. Epic Game Store has no reviews and no forums. The example is when the FF7 remake came out on PC, and they did Epic only. You couldn't easily get advice on how to fix their broken door with all the stuttering because there was no forum. Obviously, going on here for that is kind of a crapshoot.
I shall not flee.
There'll be people that will just put up a no-frills benchmark, or then a bunch of other people will just feed into drama, talking about how bad it is. It's like, I know how bad it is. Tell me how to fix it. Revive looks average at best. Who knows? I might even grab it with that donation. I haven't decided yet. I already paid for Ninja Gaiden.
She is when so many.
I paid for Ninja Gaiden with money from helping my neighbors, so I've already funded that. I don't need any donations for that. That was $90. I spent $90 on that game, but looks awesome. It looks a lot better than the old ones. I didn't really like the old ones that much. Some early footage you can find if you peep my Discord. I don't want to publicize it in here, but somebody that actually knows how to play character action games got early access and has been putting up videos the past couple days. Game looks really good.
take the heat!
Why is DMC Reboot hated? That's a loaded question. Basically, you know, there hadn't been a mainline DMC for half a decade at that point. I think people forget that the special edition for DMC4 was not a year after, like it was for 3 and 5. It was like 6 years later. There didn't need to be a reboot in the first place. The design for Dante was panned because, you know, he's smoking, and as a straight edge, smoking sucks. The story, as well, was pretty bad. You know, it tried to talk about, like, capitalism and stuff. The problem was mostly that it came at kind of bastardizing the original characters, and it didn't even really have a satisfying conclusion to begin with, even if you did like it. Also, the marketing. Tamim, the CEO of Ninja Theory, was basically hate marketing the game. He was quoted as saying at one point that Dante wouldn't be out of place in Brokeback Mountain, which pissed people off a lot. People just weren't on board with the game to begin with. I mean, the series didn't even really need a reboot in the first place. Not that that's a bad thing, you know. They've rebooted James Bond like how many times now? But the CEO is a lot like the guy that's doing he's the CEO for that No Rest for the Wicked game. But he just couldn't keep his mouth shut, you know.
Assassin.
You don't need to love whatever you're working on, because at the end of the day, it's just a job. But maybe you shouldn't be the person that's marketing the game to the masses. Maybe you should have a spokesperson, or like, give character action game nerds, you know, access to the game. Which they did do later on. Sam D. I don't know if people know who Sam D is. He's definitely a underrated character action game content creator. He actually got flown out to Capcom. I believe he was from the UK. I haven't talked to that guy for like over 10 years, but he got flown out to do the footage for that game, for the special edition, or definitive edition I think it was called. They actually flew him out to make the footage for that. And that was like probably the biggest opportunity anybody really got in the community that I know of. The game, once you played it, was way better than anybody gives it credit for. When you think about everything that came after that, the combat usually sucks, right? You know, the Ghost of Tsushima games or series is like, you know, it's a high quality series, but the combat just can't compare to Neo. I mean, it is so much
alone
worse
with my thoughts.
in every way.
Nasty business.
And when you think about it, like around that time as well, everybody was just copying Batman Arkham, and like Batman Arkham combat is like, you know, 50% automated. You know, it's fun to push buttons in, but it's nowhere near as deep, and there's nowhere near as much player expression as even what I'm playing right now. That was mostly what you got out of Western studios for big budget action games. It was either like just combat that wasn't any fun, or it was Batman. The original version of the game definitely did have problems. The boss fights were terrible. Like I said, if you launched anything in the air, you were basically invincible. The enemies had no counter for it whatsoever. I think the cool thing about that game is that they had like special ways to launch every enemy. Even the really big ones, like the Butchers. You could launch them if you put effort into it. I think you had to do that charge move with the axe, and you could put them in the air. And I thought that that was really cool. Not just having them be in armor, so most of your aerial moveset doesn't work. I thought that that was awesome. The boss fights were definitely terrible. They did improve them in the definitive edition, but obviously there's like only so much you can do with a game that's already finished. And like obviously the definitive edition did not have the budget that the vanilla game did. It's nowhere near as bad as people say, but at the same time, the marketing did everything in its power to make people not even give it a chance. That's obviously a problem. Why do you have your CEO basically hate marketing the game? You know, why don't you have a spokesperson? some people are a little bit too harsh on him. You know, he doesn't have to like what he's making. You don't have to like what you're making. Especially when it's like a commission thing that is going to keep the lights on in the studio. But, I don't know, you shouldn't be the person that's trying to sell the game to people if you don't like it. I mean, that's just common sense, right? You don't need a business major to know that's kind of a stupid idea. Why is this guy the face of the game? Have somebody that, like, at least somewhat likes it, or likes DMC in general. They should be the ones that are marketing it, not the CEO who clearly doesn't like it that much. Yeah, that whole thing was a disaster. It's interesting how history repeats itself with the No Rest for the Wicked game, which is like, it's not a bad game. I definitely didn't like it that much, but the guy was telling people to leave good reviews. I'm like, well, you know, that's your right as a consumer. If you don't like something, you leave a bad review. If you're gonna be that touchy about bad reviews, you should put your game on Epic, so you can dodge any criticism, because that's basically what Epic Game Store is. You can absolve your game of any criticism whatsoever. You know, you have to go to external sources to get reviews, and like I said, that comes with its downsides. I hate this boss. Least favorite boss.
Death will choke on me.
Well, I'm not sure if Virgil using a sniper rifle to kill a baby that has an unborn baby is good writing. That's something that happens in that game, by the way. The reboot Virgil wears a fedora for some reason, and then shoots Lilith's baby while she's pregnant with a sniper rifle. That is something that happens. If you don't believe me, you can look it up. That sounds like something you could make up for a shitpost, but it actually is something that happens in that game. Virgil's supposed to be like a melee combat master, but he's shooting an unborn baby with the sniper rifle. What is this game, man? I get you wanted to be different from the original 4 games, but you went too far. I don't think anybody really wants to see that. Yeah, it's nowhere near as bad as people say it is. People just aren't ready to admit that it's actually a decent game. It's actually more decent than people give it credit for, but the marketing didn't do it any favors. Hey, what's up, Tutas? Hello. The oldest, like, active YouTube channel on the site. AVGN is pretty close, around the same time. Within a few months, he made his account, but for, like, gameplay focused, this is, like, one of the oldest channels on the site. That's still active. A lot of my friends got purged by the Google buyout. This channel, very minimal problems.
To rest.
Citizens of Legion.
Well, it really means a lot that people want to see content that's not about clickbait and drama, because, like I said, what I'm
I
doing
have
is
everything you need right here.
not the key to success on this site. just playing games and actually enjoying what you play, and not making drama and clickbait and open mouth thumbnails is not the way to go for success. So it means a lot to me that people want to watch just honest, passionate content. Definitely don't recommend following in my footsteps. If you want to be successful, go ahead and do those things, but I just don't, because I don't like watching it myself. That's why I don't do it. Well, apparently the answer is to
Mine.
give birth to your baby on Twitch. That's the new meta, apparently. Somebody gave birth on Twitch like last week. How content brain do you have to be to think that that's a good idea? What if there was like any kind of complication publicizing your baby being sick to tens of thousands of people? I'm glad I never got that content brain. That's like terminal content brain rot. I think that's a good idea. What the hell, man? There are some things in life that are supposed to be not broadcasted. I would not want to be that child. Getting sent that video on TikTok for like 15 years. So yeah, thank you for liking honest content, not brain rot content. Actually playing the game and
I was hungry.
at least least above average and educating people and stuff, and doing overviews and things. I'm glad that people still like them. They like watching those things.
We shall dance at the top of the world, under the gaze of laughing gods.
I'm definitely not taking the right path on this site by not doing that shit, but it bothers me, so I don't do it. So I'm glad anybody likes to watch it all. I'm glad the Cider Guide is doing a little bit better after the word about the game has gotten out. Because I've been playing the character for months. No, he didn't say it this time. think I'm done with this for now. Let's play something else. Let's play something else. Let's see what I feel like doing next. Actually, I think we're going to take a brief PGR intermission. Are you interested in Ninja Gaiden 4? Will this answer your question? I hope this answers your question. Interested in Ninja Gaiden 4. I already bought it. Lav Deluxe Edition. It's like the only Ninja Gaiden game I'm like interested in. I've played the other ones, I just don't like them that much. I didn't like the way that they made the games hard. This one looks so much better. Well, yeah. I am interested. The Deluxe Edition. The cats paid for it. The cats paid for it. This was like the main thing I needed donations for this month, but the kitties paid for it. So, yeah. I got the Deluxe Edition. Let's not start that argument, please. Not on my 20th anniversary. I think it looks a lot better than the other ones. But I don't really want to get into an argument, because that's not the kind of thing that I do. You're more than entitled to your opinion. Hey, if you feel that way, hey, that's fine. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but personally, the things that they changed make the game way more up my alley than before. And I know that may not be the popular opinion, but what I've seen of it, it looks way more up my alley than the other ones. So I'm interested. Especially now that there's been like leaked footage of people that like actually know how to play character action games. The game looks really good. But yeah, it's going to be divisive. It's not going to be for everybody. They're clearly trying to appeal to a new audience, but they're not like dumbing the game down anyways. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore. There are other places to have that discourse. You are entitled to your opinion, but I'm trying to be positive right now. I've been doing this for 20 years and I make like no money. I go unnoticed, so I'm trying to keep things positive despite it's not the best situation right now. So, thank you.
Your room is perfect.
Yeah, you're more than entitled to your opinion. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. You're more than right to have concerns. But personally, it's more up my alley. I'm like not even I'm not even hardcore in the Ninja Gaiden in the first place. I'm like casual. I mean, people hated Lost Soul Aside. Lost Soul Aside is a legit good game. It doesn't deserve the hate that it gets. And that's why I don't make negative content. Because I did not get paid to play that game, right? I bought it with my own money. I really enjoyed it. And they've sure as hell fixed a lot of things in a short period of time that bigger games like Borderlands 4 are struggling to do. So, you know, that game got done dirty both by the character action game community and Sony, and then all the clickbait YouTubers as well. It's not a bad game at all. I thought it was quite good. When I have time, I'll definitely go back and do the other 2 playthroughs. But, I don't know, we just don't get a lot of character action games. I think people should be open to at least trying them out and not be so dismissive, because the alternative is just having more roll slop, and we have enough of that already. There's so many of those already. I'm tired of roll slop. I'm glad that we're actually getting some interesting action games for a change. But admittedly, it is going to be a very divisive game. It doesn't help that the marketing for it has been pretty poor, and they haven't really been interacting with the community at all, so I feel like any of the Ninja Gaiden people that don't already set themselves up to hate the game should have totally had some kind of involvement with, like, the marketing, but they don't. That's the problem. They don't. I want to talk about how I get very few opportunities. Those guys get even less than I do. I feel like they should have given them some kind of early access or something. You know, like, there should be videos from experienced players by now, but there's not. And I think that that would quell a lot of the fears that people are having that the game is not going to be good. But personally, I saw that guy play, that Korean guy play this morning, and the game looks awesome. It's the same problem as every other action game where they don't give access to people that actually know how to play. And that makes it look so much better. But they haven't been doing that. Let's see, what set is the best with this character? Well, I guess I can do both of them, huh? Alright. That's gonna cost $100. It's $100 to see that. It's an alert thing. I'm just kidding. There you go. Don't donate to see this. There you go. I probably should start playing this when people drop donations, but no, you don't have to donate to see this. It's mostly for special occasions.
Get out of there, Axel! Get out of there! Come on, move, you jerk! Oh, Jace! Could we move? Could we stinking move in this game? Get it? No! Get the turkey! This stupid game! I hate this stupid game. Complete garbage. Prioritize the turkey, for crying out loud, you stupid jerk game. I swear, getting to an item is impossible! This game sucks, man! It sucks! Sucky game! I died on Shiva. You stupid jerk game, man. That's not my fault. This game sucks. Sucky game, dude. That's not my fault. Don't get hit! Don't get hit! Ah! Why? Why? Why do we have no trouble with them? And then now we do. Why? I never died to this guy. Good grief.
次に向かうわよ。この勝利が終幕ではないわ。
Hit it! Hit it! Come on!
Gosh dang it, Anthony!
Gosh dang it, Anthony! Get it done! Why am I having so much trouble with the elevator?
I should be killing it! Get it done!
I should be killing it! Get it done! Gosh dang it, Anthony! What the heck is the matter with you?
私たちの承諾書アルティメットイエー風より解かれし力我が刃と勝て聖書を宿命の
No, that's not a hit piece on Antho. Antho is an incredibly nice guy, but he does get heated.
次に向かうわよ
And I get heated too.
この勝
But
利終幕では
those
ない
clips are
わ
when I get frustrated. But I'm just playing them because it's anniversary time. But yeah. He also like wasn't really playing the game properly at launch. Those videos are all from version 4. So like the launch window for the game. And he wasn't playing it properly. He got a lot less frustrated when he started playing the game the way he didn't play. But at the beginning he was playing a little bit too much like 2. And that's not what the game wanted. Yeah, awesome guy.
我が刃と勝て聖書を
One of the best Streets of Rage players in the
始
world.
まった宿命の風を私が断ち切るひなた私たちの声を次に向かうわよこの勝利が終幕ではないわ
I was gonna play that if the Absalom runs went bad, but I was actually playing pretty well today. Those were some good runs. We'll probably do a Galandra run later. If I feel like it. I'm gonna be doing multiple days of this, by the way. Especially because my time is a little bit limited currently. I don't know if my neighbor needs me to help her or not. I haven't heard from her yet, and then I'm supposed to meet up with a friend in like 3 hours. So there will be multiple days of this. I'll probably do like certain eras of the channel, like, you know, PS2, PS3, you know, Vita and stuff. That's kind of what I had planned, but I've been busy with getting Absalom ready, and I couldn't tell anybody that I was working on stuff for that game because I was under an NDA, but that definitely has impacted doing stuff for the anniversary, but you know, I didn't get contacted by anybody. I've been completely ignored by mainstream gaming media, so might as well just do whatever the hell I want at this point. Doesn't have any bearing on anything. Oh, wow. Nice. Anniversary presents. So what does this character need? I'll do a 10 pull. Oh, God! Wow. I'm just getting hooked up for the anniversary, huh? I got a donation, and then the 6-star weapon, and then another copy. I think that's triple S, isn't it? Let's see. One more copy, I think. Let's see, it's yeah, like 30 more fragments. Oh, thank you, that means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I've had the game since, basically had the game since, like, May or April. I don't remember when it was, but it was quite a while ago I had access to it. Should have told you, yeah. And get blacklisted. There was that guy that played Ninja Gaiden 4, what was it, like 2 days ago? And he got caught. I think they told him, like, torch the VOD and everything. I think what a lot of people don't understand with, like, one of the reasons why you can't find anybody decent playing a game early is because most of them are under an NDA, or at very least an embargo. It can vary, but anybody worth a damn is not going to be playing it early in public because you get blacklisted. A good example of this that's relevant to the channel was when that random guy, he got a review key for Dynasty Warriors 9 and he called the game out for running poorly. But you know, he broke embargo. You weren't supposed to say anything about the game. You certainly weren't supposed to upload a video. I mean, if you say something in, like, your a more private place, like a Discord, like, you know, it's running well for me or it's running poorly, nothing's gonna happen to you. But if you upload a video when you're given the key, you're an idiot. That's not something that you do if you want to keep getting opportunities. But yeah, there was that guy that was playing like 2 days ago, and I watched a bunch of it. And the game looked pretty good, but you know, usually when people get games early, it's always from, like, nobodies that aren't, they don't have, like, a known, like, what's the word for it? You don't have notoriety on the internet, they don't have fame or anything, and hey, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but they're usually going to be people that aren't good at the games. Because the people that are good at it are going to, you know, be under an NDA. Like, why do I have all that sweaty gameplay for Cider and stuff? It's because I've been playing the game for months, but, you know, I basically swore an oath that I couldn't tell anybody about it. You guys kept asking me about it, and I couldn't say anything. I'm like, yeah, the game looks cool. I couldn't say that, you know, yeah, I've had access to the game for months. Before they even started showing, like, a gameplay for it, I already had access to it. Yeah, I'm sure some people saw the name and my name in the credits, and they'd probably like to see my real name, and then the fact that I was involved. Some people probably found out before I could officially announce it, but yeah, it's in there. And I need to start being more open about my involvement in, you know, medium-sized games like that, because maybe it'll lead to paid opportunities. But I don't know, there's not really anything I want to beta test right now other than that. And that was not something I asked for, they just kind of gave it to me. So, would be nice to have more opportunities like that, even more if it's paid. But, let me see, how much is Revive? How much is Revive? What is this one-day early crap? They want you to pay $15 to play it one day early. Why are you copying the Visions of Mana Deluxe Edition scam where they only gave you 1 day? No. You know, I can't even begin to defend this, but at least it's a beat-em-up, right? You could finish it in 1 day, but I don't know, man. Bare minimum should be a weekend. Like, people don't have undivided time to just play a game. I wonder how long this game's gonna be. Like, is it gonna be like Streets 4 length, which is still like pretty long, but not to the point where you're terribly exhausted? Is it gonna be like Knights of Valor length, or are they gonna go completely nuts and make it like 6 hours long? I will buy it. I will buy it. I'm tempted to buy it right now, but I'm not gonna get the deluxe edition because Ninja Gaiden is the 20th. Ninja Gaiden is actually the 20th, or like the 19th or something. I don't remember exact time that it comes out over here in America, but I don't know, 1 day is pretty garbage. The marketing for this game has been pretty bad, and they haven't shown anybody that like knows how to play a beat-em-up. Ninja Gaiden 4 marketing has been quite a bit better in comparison. They've had a couple people playing that like actually know how to play an action game, but this not so much. It's mostly been people button mashing. Which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be a sweat lord to enjoy a game like this, but I want to see if the gameplay is actually any good. So far, they've shown very little. I hope the PC port is good as well. I don't think this has a Switch version, does it? Might be one of those cases where the PS5 one is better. I haven't been able to find any place to apply for a key. Let me check really quick. None of the usual sites are carrying this game, so I'm just had to just buy it blind. Let me check right now. Oh, they do have a request form. Alright, well, I won't buy it now then. I'll wait. I'll wait until like 3 days before. And if they don't, then I'll buy it, I guess. But yeah, I'm on the fence about it. I hope that it's good. It's anyone's guess, really. Should be able to get a review key for this. We'll probably get a key for this a couple weeks before release. So that's exciting. If Revive is 3 hours long, I probably won't play it very much. But who knows if it's even going to be a good game. They don't interact with the community. They let randos play. Let's see, we got anything else coming out? That's right, the Next Fest is in like 2 days. Steam Next Fest is in a couple days. Hopefully there's some good roguelikes. Hopefully a Revive demo, I would hope. Alright, what are you guys going to see next? I can do Switch 2 Muso games. I can do Astral Chain. I can do Basara. What else? I could do Roguelike Rampage. I could do a couple Roguelike 1cc attempts. It's up to you guys. Actually, I'll just make a poll. I'll make a poll. You guys can decide. It'll probably be the last thing I do, because I'm getting a bit hungry. I need to talk to my neighbor. So, well... I definitely will do another stream like this later today, after I finish up with some stuff. I saw that game. It didn't really look interesting to me. Combat looked very basic. I haven't played it myself though, so I don't know if I'm lying or not. It didn't look interesting to me. It looked okay. I'm kind of done with just jump and attack beat 'em ups though. I'm kind of tired of that already. Looks nice though. Developer seems like a nice guy. It just doesn't seem like it's for me. I don't really care for the characters either. Well, this actually looks really legit. Oh, it's from Orange Popcorn. Really? Oh, wow. I know these guys. They made Hunter X. I'm going to ask for a review key for this. Yeah, these guys make pretty good melee action games. Not the best, but pretty good. It's a Korean development team. I didn't know they were even working on this. Character design's kind of whack. Generic anime girl, but... Huh. Oh, it's going to be a Next Fest. Well, I'll try out the demo. Is this a boss rush or something? Huh. Well, that's a hidden gem right there. I like their previous games. They're pretty good. Alright, when I get through November on here, I'll look at the poll and see what's winning. And that'll probably be the last thing I do for now. I might need to take a little bit more of a nap. I didn't get much sleep. So I'll do like one more game. Whatever you guys vote for, and then I'll do a part 2 later, because I have outside of helping my neighbor and hanging out with my friend, I have no other obligations today at all. Got a complete clean slate. I'll be watching the Kamen Rider Zet's episode. If that's not for like another 10 hours. And it's only 20 minutes, so we'll do some more later. I was kind of torn on this. I played the demo for this. It was alright. I really don't like the art style. I don't know why Inti Creates is doing puppet animation. Like, did they fire their pixel artists or what? Art style is very cheap looking. But the gameplay looks solid. I haven't really liked a lot of the recent Inti Creates games. Last one I really liked was Gunvolt 3. Gunvolt 3 had its fair share of problems, though, but none of it was really the gameplay. It was the story was terrible. And unfortunately, a lot of people play Gunvolt for the story for some reason. I played the demo for this. I'll probably check out the demo for this on the part 2 of the anniversary stream for today. But yeah, it's only $20. I'll think about it. Oh yeah, Xillia Remastered is on the 30th. I gotta pay that off, but I'm not like really interested in playing it right now because I don't know if they fixed the boss fights. Did they fix the boss fights? Boss fights in Xillia are terrible. Yeah, but it's only like I can get it for like $30, so I'll probably do that, but I have like the least interest in it. It's because I've already played the game before. If they had Xillia 2, I would have bought that already. November's looking pretty barren. It's like nothing interesting coming out in November. Well, November I have a vacation, so the less $90 AAA games are coming out in November, the better. I'm not really going to complain about it, but you guys might be kind of bored with the channel next month. Well, actually, I am going to get this. This is like that solo leveling game, but with no gacha. As you know, I was a dolphin on KOF All-Star, and I will never play a Netmarble game again. They ran that game into the ground, man. It was fun, but they completely killed it with the power creep and no content. So it's cool that they're doing this. This doesn't have any gacha as far as I can tell. The demo was decent. It ran pretty poorly. Hopefully they fix that. But I guess this will be the November game. I definitely will get that. Combat seems decent. The fact that it's, you know, no gacha, I think I can look past it not being like PGR level. There's no gacha, there's no loot boxes or any of that stuff. I'm cool with it. So yeah, I'll definitely play that in November. Neon Inferno I would get as well. Let's see here. Terminator game's a big maybe. I've never really been big on Terminator. November looks pretty barren. Actually, that's right. Age of Imprisonment is November, so November for the channel is going to be solo leveling and Age of Imprisonment. That'll be what I'll be playing. Alright, looks like you guys really want to see Basara, so let me go ahead and set that up. Give me a sec. I forgot about Age of Imprisonment. Alright, let's get Basara set up. End poll. One person wanted to see Astral Chain. I'll probably do some Astral Chain later, but I kind of want to focus on some of the best games I played, what I have access to anyway. It's been 20 years, I don't have access to everything. Make sure it's all set up. I'd have to get used to playing this again, so bear with me here. I haven't played in like a month. But, I'll do a run or two in here, and then I'm actually talking to my neighbor. She's gonna give me a little gift for my anniversary, so I gotta go pick that up. So this will be the end of the stream for now, but I will come back after I have lunch with my buddy. So that'll be the next part of the stream. I got a clean schedule until the Kamen Rider episode. I might even watch that in my Discord. You guys can watch it in there if you want.
稽古だ。リラックスして打ってこい。時には荒れ狂えと政宗様に言われちゃいる。瓜二つなのは見た目だけではない。つうかこれってイカサマスレスレじゃねえ。動くよ。魔王、覇王、そして俺。一番やべえのは誰だと思う？偉くなりてんじゃねえ。あの人を支えてんだ。この剣先を鈍らせる者、迷いか。俺に喧嘩売ろうってのかい？好きに罵りゃいい。てめえらの明日を変える悪鬼とな。覚えた。王の敵、その瞳をな。次は下しにはかからねえ。ただ全力で取りに行く。お主の方が一枚上手であったか。
豊臣で知った軍略が今こうして形となるか。光を溶かせ、誠をかたせ。
などとは思わない。秀吉様に次ぐ強さがあればそれでいい。食などさせない。ただのたれ死ね。
Oops.
認めない。力負けなど認可しない。風とて切り伏せるのみだ。秀吉様のこの館にて修行に明け暮れた日々思い出しますお館様。わしが見ておるぞ雪村。俺に張ったこいこい。よし俺に張った。
でか
親方様の風林火山。しかとこの雪村。
You guys know this is the 20th Basara anniversary, and the most that's happened is what I'm doing right now. Not depressing. I share an anniversary with this franchise, and they've done jack shit. They haven't even done a remaster. So there definitely will be a lot of Basara on these anniversary streams, because they're not doing anything with it. They're too busy making Resident Evil 10,000 and Monster Hunter 3 FPS. So I'll celebrate Basara's anniversary because they won't. Yeah, I share an anniversary with this franchise. I don't know if people know that. Basara 1 and Devil Kings was actually around the same time I made this channel. Get comboed, son. Mmm! Yes.
再会のうち
潮時ってもんがある。いや、まだそれじゃねえ。海の男にゃ喧嘩なんぞ売らねえことだ。俺は負けらんねえ。でっかい夢があるのさ。
This game is a work of art, man. Embodied. I haven't played in a while. I'm surprised I can execute anything right now.
お主の力と技を見極めようぞ。
戦友とはもったいなき大言葉。この雪村震えばこす。
修行開始や。
そちらさんの調子どう？ついてる？
まさに鬼神がごとき戦ぶりよ。
お主の魂燃えておるか。雪村。
我が国は天をも焦がしませるぞ。おやがた様。この雪村道場でまた鍛え直してござる。ここであったが百発勝負。
また会おうぞ。その時は叩きのめす。見事。
Well, the problem with this game is the level design sucks and is too gimmicky. Basara 3 has better level design by far. But they do have this Bloody Palace type thing here, so... You gotta look at this game like DMC4. The campaign is not very good, and actively gets in the way of you trying to play it. But that's how people will have like 3,000 hours in DMC4, but they only play the Bloody Palace. They don't play the campaign. That's exactly what this game is. They tried too hard with the level design, and it actively gets in the way of the awesome combat. So, most of the time when I play this, I just do a couple runs on this. I'll play this for like half an hour to an hour. There's a couple other levels I usually frequent, but the level design in this game is way too gimmicky, and it's to the detriment of the combat. It is this game's biggest flaw. The 3 games before this, the original trilogy, the level design was very basic. And you could play like pretty much at any level and not get too annoyed with gimmicks and stuff, but in this game they went like all out with it, and it's this game's biggest fault for sure. It's hard to just turn this game on and play. I get that this is like the last mainline game and they wanted to, you know, do the reboot and everything, but if this game had 3's level design or somebody ported those levels into it, I would play it like way more. I still put hundreds of hours into this game, but I know a lot of people were bored watching me do the dojo. I'm like, well, then why don't you go mod all the annoying gimmicks out of the game? Then I'll do the other levels. I gotta go and unlock the other levels. I know there's a couple that I could probably put in the rotation, but I think that'll probably be a goal of this anniversary, because this is these were some of the first games. I mean, Musou games are pretty much what put me on the map. so to speak. Obviously, I'm not a big channel, but the Musou stuff tends to do a lot better than a lot of the other stuff. And it is the 20th anniversary, so I'll definitely put some effort into that during this event. But I'm gonna go ahead and go now. I gotta go take a shower, and my neighbor, the one that helped me get the Switch 2, is gonna give me some money for snacks and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, I got completely ignored by any major publication that wants to cover my story, so I'm going to be doing multiple days of this. Right now, the plan is pretty much any of the really good stuff that I still have access to, which obviously it's been 2 decades, so I don't have everything, but I've got a decent chunk of it, so I've got the PS2 games on my Steam Deck, and I can hook that up to the capture card. So, if I could find my dock. Where's my dock? I don't know where my Steam Deck dock went. That might be a problem. I might have overpromised a little bit there, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Later today is going to be more Absalom, more Basara, and I got a bunch of those Risk of Rain 2 mods, like the melee characters. I was going to check that out, but I'm pretty shit at that game, so I don't know how much of that I'll do on stream. And then I got to do Genokids hard mode as well, so that'll be the plan for later. Thanks for watching, everybody. To the person who donated, I don't know if you want your name, but hey, that really helps a lot, man. Thank you. I appreciate that people stick around. I know that what I do with the clickbait, drama-free content is not popular. It means a lot to me that people want to watch. People want to watch, you know, low production value, you know, the level of the gameplay and stuff is what's the focus. You know, they don't want to... I don't really want to do all the drama clickbait content. I feel like that's even more oversaturated than just raw gameplay. But, yeah, there's going to be... I'll probably do this for, like, at least a week. It's going to depend on time, because Ninja Gaiden is on the 20th. So, what I'll probably do is I'll probably do a week of this anniversary-focused stuff. I have to see if I can find my Steam Deck dock. I don't know where I put it. And I'll probably do a bunch of retro games on that. And then, you know, Basara. Probably a bunch of roguelikes as well. Actually, let's go ahead and do this really quick. I got time. Hold on. Let's see here. What do I have installed? That would be good. Probably a bunch of 1cc's. I'll do like Fight and Rage, maybe Final Vendetta, Gaiden, Ninja Warriors, Wendigo Blue. For CAGs, I'll definitely do some Assault Spy, Dishwasher, LSA I need to finish. I'll do some more of that. Maybe Z2 Chaos if I can find my old save file. I have Transformers. I'll definitely do a bunch of Musou games. I gotta do that Switch 2 video, so I gotta work on those files. That'll probably be maybe later today as well. And then for roguelikes, I'm planning on doing like a 1cc marathon. Like, maybe Absalom, Entropy Effect. I think I'll pick like three roguelikes and do a 1cc marathon. Like, try to streak. Get like three wins in a row. There's a couple good candidates here. Wendigo Blue, Abyss, Splintered Fate. No, Raiden Nova maybe. I actually think that game's pretty underrated. Blaze Blue, Absalom, 30XX. That sounds pretty good. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you guys in a couple hours.